Hey guys, welcome or welcome back to the channel. And today what we're going to learn is this beautiful textured brick stitch. It has many different components to it, but it is still very beginner friendly. What you have here is the reverse stockinette, you have the stockinette, and you have the seed stitch all in this beautiful design. Now, don't let that hinder you from learning this stitch if you're a beginner because it's just all basic knits and purls. So in this tutorial, what I usually do is I go over each row and I read it to you, but because this is more of a lengthy pattern, it's going to be pretty much a knit along style, and I will have the pattern across the screen so you can follow along. I'm not going to be doing too much talking in this tutorial, but you'll still be able to follow along. So what you see here on the side is just a simple garter stitch border. That's just adding 3 extra stitches on the side. And then I did about 2 rows on the top and bottom and garter stitch if you want to have this cloth-like design. I did do the repeat twice because I thought that you would really get to see the pattern in its entirety if I did 2 rounds, but do it to your discretion. So what I used was a 4 weight worsted weight yarn and the corresponding needle to that, which was a 5mm needle. So you use whatever yarn that you have on hand. So grab all those things, come on back, and we'll get to learn how to do the brick stitch. Okay, so to get us started, you need to cast on in multiples of 10. So I have 20 stitches on my needle and I chose to use the long tail cast on, but you use whichever cast on you prefer. Now, again, to just reiterate, to get this garter border on the sides, all you would do is, let's say, for instance, if I wanted to do it, so I have 20 stitches on my needle. If I wanted this identical garter stitch border, I would add 3 extra stitches for this side and 3 extra stitches for this side. So instead of 20 stitches, I would have 3 extra here and 3 extra here. So then I would cast on 26 stitches. And all I would do to achieve this is just this beginning, you knit 3, and on this end, you knit 3. So you always have to make sure you knit 3 here and knit 3 here on the right and wrong side. So that's all you have to do in order to achieve this garter border here. And if you want the bottom to be these 2 rows of garter stitch, all you would have to do is knit on the right side, knit on the wrong side for 2 rows. So that's all you would essentially need to do there. But for this purpose, we're just going to just do the actual stitch for time's sake. So again, I have 20 stitches on here and you need to cast on in multiples of 10. So I'm ready to turn my work. And on the top of the screen, you are going to see what you need to do for row 1 on the right side. So again, this is going to be a knit along. I'm not going to do too much more talking after this. So all you need to do is just follow along on the top of the screen here, and what you need to do on the row will be listed. So I'll see you at the beginning. Actually, I'll start you off with the purl, 1, and then knit 1, and then I will see you at the end of the row to get ready for row 2. Okay, so we're ready to begin row 2. So we're going to turn our work. I am a right-handed knitter, just so we clarify that. So I'm going from right to left. And before we begin row 2, if you do like these kind of videos and you find them helpful, please consider subscribing to the channel and liking the video. It just helps get these videos out to more viewers so they can learn the stitch as well. So as we begin row 2, what I did want to clarify in this particular row is that they're asking you to knit one, purl one 3 times. So let's just go over that together. So we're going to purl 2, and we should be on the wrong side of our work, okay? So we're going to purl 2, and then we're going to knit one, purl one 3 times. So that looks like this. Knit, purl once, knit, purl, that's 2 times, and then you're going to knit and purl, that's your 3rd time. And then you're going to knit 2. So that's going to be your repeat, okay? And then you just start that over again, and I'll see you at the end of row 2, getting ready for row 3. All right, so we're ready to move on to row 3. So we're going to turn our work, moving from right to left. And on the top of the screen, you're going to see what you need to do for row 3. And just to clarify, just like in row 2, they want you to do knit 1 and purl 1 twice. All right, so I'll start you off, and then you can continue to do the repeat on your own. So we're going to purl 3. Make sure your yarn is in the front. Let me grab some more yarn here. Going to purl 3, 2, 3. Then we're going to do that knit 1, purl 1 twice. So knit 1, purl 1 twice. That's once. And purl twice. Okay. And then we're going to knit 3. Okay. So that's the end of your repeat. I'll see you at the end of round 3, getting ready for round 4. All right, so let's move on to row 4. So we're going to turn our work from right to left, and you should be on your wrong side of your work. So you see the pattern there, excuse me, the pattern there at the top of the screen. So you're going to, I'll start you off, and then you can continue on your own. We're going to purl 4. Okay. Knit 1, purl 1. And then knit 4. Okay, so that's your repeat. I will see you at the end of row 4, getting ready for row 5. Okay, so let's get ready for row 5. So let's turn our work, and you should be on your right side of your work. The pattern is on the screen as follows. You're just going to purl 5 and knit 5. So I'll get you started, and then you go from there. So yarn in the front. Let's purl 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then let's swing our yarn to the back. And then we're going to knit 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. Super easy row. So that is your repeat. You're really starting to see the pattern emerge from here. And I will see you at the end of the row getting ready for row 6. Okay, so let's get ready to turn our work, getting ready for row 6. You should be on the wrong side of your work. And row 6 is the same as row 5. It's at the top of your screen. You're going to see purl 5, knit 5. So we just did that. So I'm going to let you take it from here, and then I will see you at the beginning of row 7. Okay, so let's turn our work. We're ready for row 7. Pattern is going to be at the top of your screen, and you should be on the right side of your work. I'll start you off, and then you carry on from there. We're going to knit 1, so your yarn should be in the back. Then we're going to purl 4. Then we're going to yarn in the back, knit 4. And then we're going to yarn in the front, purl just 1. Okay, so that's your repeat. Carry on for as many as you have on your needles, and I'll see you at the end of the row, getting ready for row 8. Okay, so let's turn our work and get ready for row 8. And once we get to the halfway point, we'll take a quick look at where we are and how our pattern is looking. But as you see at the top of the screen, this is how the row is going to go. So you're going to purl 1. Yarn is going to be in the front to purl. Okay. Then you're going to knit 1. Okay. Bring the yarn back to the front, and then you're going to purl 3. Okay. Bring your yarn to the back. Then you're going to knit 3. Bring it back to the front. Purl 1 to the back. Knit 1. And that's your repeat. So follow that for as many stitches as you have, and I'll see you at the beginning of row 9. Okay, let's turn our work. You should be on your right side of the work, getting ready to do row 9. So it is at the top of the screen. We're going to knit 1. Bring your yarn to the front to purl 1. Yarn to the back to knit 1. Yarn to the front. We're going to purl 2. Then yarn to the back. Going to knit 2. Then yarn to the front to purl 1. Yarn to the back to knit 1. And then bring the yarn to the front to purl 1. Okay, so that is your repeat. I will see you at the end of your stitches, getting ready for round 10. All right, so we are at the halfway point, row 10. So this is how you should be looking before we turn our work. So we're going to turn our work here. And row 10 is an easy row. You're just going to purl 1, knit 1 5 times. So I'm going to get you started. Grab some more yarn here. So with yarn in the front, let's get ready to purl one, and then yarn to the back and knit one. That's once, twice, three times, four times, purl, and knit five times. And at any time during this tutorial, if you feel that it's going too fast, don't hesitate to go to the settings and just slow me down a little bit and work at your own pace. But that is the repeat. So I will see you at the end of row 10, getting ready for row 11. All right, so let's turn our work and get ready for row 11. We're going back to our right side of the work, and you really can see the beautiful stitch pattern really starting to form. So this is super easy. So people are going to think that you got advanced skills and with a really simple, easy stitch. So row 11 is just knit one, purl one, five times. So let me get you started with yarn in the back. You're just going to knit, and then yarn in the front. You're going to purl. So that's once, twice, three times, knit, purl. That's five times. Four, I'm sorry, let's count here. One, two, three, four, excuse me. This is going to be your fifth time. Going to knit and purl. Okay. So if you get tripped up, just do just what I did. Just count back. Knit, purl, knit, purl, knit, purl, knit, purl, knit, purl for five times. Okay. So that's your repeat. So go along on your needles, and I will see you for the beginning of row 12. Okay, so let's turn our work. We're getting ready to do row 12, and you should be on the wrong side of your work. So just pay close attention to this repeat because you can get into a rhythm and just miss some things. So let's start off here. We're going to do purl one. Yarn is going to be in the front. And then yarn in the back. We're going to knit one. Okay, bring our yarn to the front. We're going to purl one. Yarn to the back, and now we're going to knit two. So there we go with that. Knit two. Then we're going to bring our yarn to the front, and then we're going to purl two. One and two. Then bring our yarn to the back, and then we're going to knit one. Yarn to the front, purl one, and then yarn to the back to knit one. Okay. So that is your repeat, and I will see you at the beginning of row 13. All right, let's get ready to turn our work and get set up to do row 13. I'll get you started off here. So the repeat is with yarn in the back. We're going to start off with our knit one. Then bring our yarn to the front. We're going to purl one. Bring our yarn to the back, and then we're going to knit three. Okay. Bring our yarn to the front, and then we're going to purl 3. Bring our yarn to the back. We're going to knit 1, yarn to the front, and then we're going to purl 1. Okay. And that's the repeat. So follow along with that, and I will see you at the beginning of row 14. All right, so we're getting towards the home stretch here. So let's turn our work. You should be on your wrong side. Getting ready to do row 14. So with yarn in the front, we're going to purl 1. Okay, swing our yarn to the back. Then we're going to knit 4. Bring our yarn to the front, and then we're going to purl 4. Okay, and then bring our yarn to the back to knit 1. Okay, so that's our repeat for row 14. Do as many. Okay, we got some easy rows coming up, so we're going to turn our work and get ready for row number 15. You should be on the right side of your work. So all you're going to do here for row 15 is we're going to knit 5 and purl 5. So I will get you started. Yarn in the back, we're going to go knit for 5. And then we're going to bring our yarn to the front, and then we're going to purl for 5. Four and 5. Okay, so that is all to the repeat. So do that for as many stitches as you have on your needle, and I'll see you for the beginning of row 16. Okay, we got another easy row here. So let's turn our work. We should be on the wrong side, getting ready to do row 16. So row 16 is just like row 15. It's just knit 5, purl 5. So we just did that on row 15. So I'm going to let you have at it, and I will see you at the beginning of row 17. All right, so this is what you should be looking like, I should say, before you turn your work. Getting a little tongue-tied there. So you should see this beautiful brick here, reverse stockinette here, stockinette here. So let's turn our work and get ready for row 17. That's going to be on the right side of the work. Get a little bit more yarn here. So let's do what we see here on the top of the screen. We're going to, with yarn in the back, we're going to knit 4. Okay. Then we're going to bring our yarn to the front and purl 1. Bring our yarn to the back and knit 1. And bring our yarn to the front, and then we're going to purl 4. 2, 3, and 4. All right, so that is your repeat. I will see you at the beginning of round 18, row 18, I should say. All right, so let's turn our work and get ready for row 18. We're going to be on the wrong side of the work. So this is one that you want to pay attention to because it's going to ask you to do something twice. So with yarn in the back, we're going to knit 3 times. So knit 1, 2, and 3. Okay. So then we're going to put our yarn in the front and we're going to purl 1, knit 1 twice. So let's do that. So purl, knit once, and purl and knit twice. And then we're going to bring our yarn to the front and then we're going to purl for 3. 1, 2, and 3. All right. So that's our repeat. So finish that up and then I will see you at the beginning of row 19. All right, so we're almost there. Great job in sticking it out. I think this stitch is so worth it. So we're going to turn our work and we're going to be on our right side for row number 19, okay? So what we need to do, and this is another one that you'll want to pay close attention to because you're going to be asked to do something 3 times. You're going to have your yarn in the back and then you're going to knit 2. So 1, 2, all right? Then we're going to bring our yarn in the front and we're going to purl 1, knit 1 3 times. So let's do that. We're going to purl and knit. That's 1 time. Going to purl and knit. That's our 2nd time. And then we're going to purl and knit. That's going to be our 3rd time. And then we're going to bring our yarn back to the front and then we're going to purl for 2. All right. So that is your repeat. So do that repeat again for as many stitches as you have on your needle and we'll get ready for round 20, our final round. All right, so this is our home stretch. So we're going to turn our work. We're going to be on our wrong side and we're going to get ready to do row 20, which is an easy row. So all we're going to do is knit 1, purl 1 5 times. So I'll do the first knit 1, purl 1, and then I think you guys got it from here to do it 4 more times. So you're going to knit 1, and then purl 1. So since you're asked to do that 5 times, that's your first time. So you need to do that 5 more times. And then that's your repeat. And then you're going to start the repeat all over again. So do that for as many stitches as you have on your needle. And then we'll come back. I'll show you the finished results. And we'll conclude the lesson. All right, so you've made it to the end. That is the 20 row repeat. So this is what you should look like, getting ready to start the whole pattern again on row 1, starting on the right side of your work. So this is what you should look like if you just did the swatch with me. And this is just to recap how it will look if you do 2 repeats or 2 times the 1 through 20 rows. So if that makes sense to you. So this is how it would look. Beautiful construction. It gives you a lot of depth and texture. So try this on the scarf. This will look great on a washcloth as I did here, or on a sweater panel. So the options are endless. So if you like this tutorial and you found it helpful, please like and subscribe and hit that notification bell, hype up the video so that this stitch can get out to the masses. I appreciate your support and I will see you on the next tutorial. Happy knitting!